Okay, it's August 5th, 2017, and Bitcoin just broke over 3,000, making headlines. And you look at the chart here, it's at 3213 almost. And this literally just happened in the last like 24 hours. And so the previous resistance was 3,000, and I'm actually surprised that it was able to kind of break over 3,000, kind of like on a first attempt. And if we look at some of the news here, well, here's an email that I got from Coinbase on August 3rd, 2 days ago, and they were talking about some kind of fork. And I'm not on top of exactly what's going on, but there's basically Bitcoin is splitting in two. There's something called Bitcoin Cash, and then regular Bitcoin. So they were telling me how they're considering adding Bitcoin Cash into their system. So right now they have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin, and they're thinking of adding Bitcoin Cash, which is this new thing that literally just happened in the first couple of days of August. And they're going to support Bitcoin Cash in 2018, according to this email. Now, if we go into the charts and we look at Bitcoin, so BTC for US dollar, Bitcoin, and this is based on the Coinbase platform, the price is at 3214. And let's, let's kind of zoom in here. So this jump literally just happened overnight. And what's interesting is you look at Bitcoin Cash. So if you type in, BCC, so if you type in Bitcoin, and you'll notice this new thing called Bitcoin Cash, right? So that's BCC as opposed to BTC, right? So Bitcoin Cash, and I guess that's as a ratio of Bitcoin. So we have that. I added that over here, and you look at that chart, and it basically went up and just completely crashed. And so it's interesting. It seems like Bitcoin Cash had an initial hype, but then that hype kind of died out. And once that thing died out, then Bitcoin itself popped up. So it's almost kind of like Bitcoin is kind of like benefiting, but based on the chart, actually, it looks like Bitcoin is benefiting from the crash of Bitcoin Cash. And so right now it's surprisingly breaking out over 3,000 kind of quickly, and it's already jumped up $200 above that. So it's kind of interesting how just literally what is this, July 16th, like 2 weeks ago it was below 2,000, and now it's in 2 weeks above 3,000, above 3,200. Anyway, I think that was I don't know what other news there is, but it seems like there's some relationship with Bitcoin Cash that might be causing this kind of move up. Meanwhile, if we take a look at Ethereum has been lagging a lot relative to Bitcoin. So Ethereum is only at 243. So while Bitcoin is making new highs, Ethereum's kind of like still chugging along, right? So there is this downtrend, and if you were to draw a trend line, all right, so we have this tool here, and let's see, well, just kind of draw a line from here down. It looks like it was able to pop over this downtrend line and then retest it and then slowly move up. So it looks like at least the downside for now is limited, and it's moving up, but definitely not as much as Bitcoin has been. Bitcoin now already at 3220, right? So so that's really the update. Bitcoin itself going up following the crash of Bitcoin Cash. So they call it a fork, and in this email they had this link and I'll share it in the description. And basically, they're talking about a fork and how it's like, why are changes made? Well, they currently support three of them. And a few reasons for why forks happen. Uh, Users need to show their support for a new version. And So I mean, this explanation I don't quite understand, but they're saying a fork is basically when you have two separate versions of blockchain in a shared history. Um, Forks can be temporary, lasting a few minutes, or can be permanent, split in the network, creating two versions of blockchain. So it's kind of like two versions of Bitcoin. I don't know if it's like they're competing or whatever, but for some reason, it came into existence on August 1st. It's currently August 5th, and first couple of days hype, and then there's a pump, and then there's a dump afterwards. And so that may be related to the push up in Bitcoin. Now, in terms of support and resistance levels, well, we just broke out, so I would imagine it pushes up. I don't know how far up it goes, but if it does pull back, there's potential support in the kind of 2880 region, and of course 3000. But I would expect it'll push up, and at some point it'll come back down towards this level. So it doesn't hurt if you want to add to Bitcoin to potentially place limit orders in this region, just in case it gets there. I don't know if it will, but if it does pull back, this would be a potential support area. So that's it for now. When there's another significant update for Bitcoin, I'll be sure to share for Bitcoin as well as for Ethereum. Take care.